I remember when I first got into this hobby, pre-builts were never mentioned in the same breath as customs. You went pre-built if you wanted something quick and on a budget, but if you wanted a premium typing experience without compromising on sound, feel, or finish, you went custom. That perception has changed quickly. Over the past year, we've seen a wave of high-quality pre-builts hit the market. Boards like the Rainy 75, the Bridge 75, and even Qwertykeys' own Evo 80. And now with the Evo 75, it feels like Qwertykeys is once again pushing the boundaries of what's possible in a pre-built board. Typing on this board for the past 2 weeks, handling it and using it daily, it's getting harder to pinpoint why the average hobbyist or even a newcomer to the space would need to go custom. Let me show you why. The Evo 75 comes with a pretty standard set of accessories. Extra keycaps for Mac users, a few spare switches, some extra gaskets, a braided cable, a switch puller, the evoworks branded USB receiver, and some handy documentation. Visually, the Evo 75 is stunning, and I'm really enjoying this anodized first light colorway. It's a champagne silver with a distinct beige-brown undertone that shifts subtly depending on the lighting and time of day. It's a really interesting finish, and paired with the light brown and gray keycaps it comes with, it makes for one of the best looking Evo 75 variants in my opinion. The board also comes in 9 other unique colorways for 10 in total, so you'll definitely find one that fits your style. As expected from Qwertykeys, the anodized case finishing is also impeccable. But beyond just the color, it's the case design that really elevates the Evo 75 and sets it apart from the other boards in this category. The board continues the more rounded design language first introduced with the Evo 80, but clearly elevates it to the next level. The top case now features a raised ridge around the perimeter, adding visual depth and a more unique premium aesthetic. Flip the board over and the bottom case features a full mirrored stainless steel weight in place of the embossed weight of the Evo 80. That same rounded design language carries through here as well. While the side profile of the board maintains a classic 2-block look, the underside reveals softer transitions and curves that give the board a more elegant, modern silhouette. The gentle taper on both sides even creates a natural groove for your fingers, making the board easier to lift. So it's a subtle ergonomic upgrade as well. If I'm being honest though, I do wish the Evo 75 branding on the weight was just a bit smaller, with tighter spacing and a font that better matched the overall elegance of the design. It's not a deal breaker by any means, but something a little more restrained would have been more in line with the board's otherwise premium feel. Moving back to the top of the board, the Evo 75 features 3 distinct LED accents, the most prominent being a lighting mode toggle button located just above the arrow keys. You'll also find 2 LED grills bookending the function row, which add visual interest regardless of whether the RGB lighting is on or off. These decorative accents give the board a subtle touch of character without going over the top. Of course, the Evo 75 isn't just about looks. The internals are equally well thought out, with a few standout features worth highlighting. Opening up the case is effortless thanks to Qwertykeys' now standard ball catch system and magnetic pogo connectors. Inside, we get a tri-mode NC layout hot swap PCB that's 1.2mm thick with flex cuts. It's VIA compatible and powered by dual 4000 mAh batteries that also support fast charging. Qwertykeys also gives us 2 well thought out switch and plate combinations to choose from this time around. The first option being amber switches with a FR4 plate, which leans clackier with a more balanced typing feel. The second option is rye switches with a PP plate, which provides a deeper sound with softer, more flexy feedback. My review unit came with the amber and FR4 combo, and honestly, I have no complaints. The typing feel is very lively and punchy, and these amber switches are easily some of the smoothest I've used this year. What really ties the internals together is the mounting system. The Evo 75 carries forward the butterfly leaf spring mount first introduced in the Evo 80, and it continues to impress. If you look at the mount from the side, you'll see the leaf spring is sandwiched between 2 silicone gaskets, one to isolate the plate from the spring and another to dampen vibrations from the leaf spring before they reach the case. Paired with the FlexCut PCB, this results in a balanced overall typing experience where each key press across the board has some bounce and liveliness without feeling overly stiff. It also helps round off the crispness of the amber and FR4 pairing, mellowing out this otherwise clacky combination into something with more depth and body. The new 1.7mm keycaps definitely contribute to this as well, subtly lowering the pitch and providing a fuller, deeper sound presentation to each keystroke. Taken together, it's hard to believe this level of design, sound, and build quality is coming from a pre-built board, especially at this price point. At just under $170 before shipping, I genuinely don't think there's a better pre-built option out there right now. Sure, there are more affordable options like the Rainy 75 or Bridge 75 that still deliver a great out-of-the-box experience, but the Evo 75 truly pushes the bar for what a pre-built can be from all aspects. Part of what makes that value so impressive is just how ambitious the design actually is. Honestly, it's easy to make a boxy keyboard design look good, but the Evo 75 stands out with its more unique, curved silhouette that requires greater design finesse. Overall, I think it's fair to say that curves are much less forgiving in product design. If the proportions are even slightly off, the whole board can look quite awkward, and the transitions between flat and rounded surfaces have to be executed perfectly in order for the board to feel premium. The typing experience and sound are also top-notch with the Evo 75, with silky smooth switches right out of the box and a unique leaf spring mounting system that you would need to pay easily 3 times more for in the past on an Owl Lab custom or equivalent in order to experience. If you do want to customize this board further, the screwless case design makes it easy to open up and tinker, but there's honestly nothing about the Evo 75 that I'd feel compelled to change or mod. One small note though about future compatibility. The Evo 75 only supports plate-mounted stabilizers, but the factory stabilizers are tuned so well, I don't really see this being an issue for most users. All in all, it really doesn't get much better than this. You might still find more unique layouts or experimental premium materials in the custom world, but with the release of the Evo 75, you're going to see significant diminishing returns on every dollar spent beyond this price point. Custom builds still have their place for people chasing something unique, but for the vast majority of folks looking for a keyboard recommendation, the Evo 75 is now where I would point them to first. In a hobby that's often about chasing the next best thing, it's rare to find a board that genuinely feels like it's enough. But for me, and I think for a lot of people, the Evo 75 comes awfully close. If you're still watching at this point, thank you so much for sticking around and listening to my ramble about the Evo 75. I've included a sound test at the very end of the video for you to sample, and I'd love to hear what you think about this board in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. I'll be reviewing the Neo 65 Core Plus over the next week and 2 additional Qwertykeys boards in September, so stay tuned for those videos as well. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.